Hi, it's Whitney Cowell, and I am coming to you with Love Cards by Robert Lee Camp. As a coach for almost 20 years, what I really enjoy doing is helping people get to know themselves better. And what I find in this book is it's so simple and there's a lot of great insight. You have multiple cards that basically tell you who you are, what you're trying to overcome, what your life path is. And on here, all you have to do is find the day and the month that you were born. Today, we're going to do the Four of Diamonds. The Four of Diamonds is stability in values. If you were born on January 23rd, February 21st, March 19th, April 17th, May 15th, June 13th, July 11th, August 9th, September 7th, October 5th, November 3rd, or December 1st, this is your main card, the Four of Diamonds. A lot of people. Stability and values. The Four of Diamonds is a card of protection and finances. However, that protection is only assessed through hard work. This card, above most others, must put forth the effort to reap the rewards. But the rewards are surely there. If they try to get something for nothing, failure and frustration will be the result. Seems like that's true for a lot of us. Any money they have or receive will always entail some responsibilities. They have very good business sense and the ability to manage and organize a business successfully. Though others may see them as stubborn, they know that maintaining order and structure in their life and being clear about what is most important to them will always bring success and satisfaction. They are not going to change anything in their life that is working well for them, no matter what others think or say. It seems like good for all of us. Even as children, most of them know what is important to them and what is not. I like self-confident people. To achieve success, they often have to come to terms with their own inner restlessness, the Five of Spades karma card, and dissatisfaction, which tends to lead them away from establishing themselves in one area and making true progress. The work they must do often involves their marriage or their closest relationships. These people are very sociable, meet many people, and usually have many friends. There are difficulties to be dealt with within their life, and they must watch a tendency to get into a rut and get stuck there. However, all they need to do to have more happiness is to work. Once they get into action, everything smooths out and their fears are laid to rest. The last years of their life often have the most freedom, happiness, and financial blessings. They're usually long-lived and enjoy traveling the world in their later years, experiencing the things they longed for in their youth. Some of the Four of Diamonds issues concerning relationships. The Four of Diamond men and women have high ideals concerning love, and these ideals can cause confusion in real-life romantic situations. Though stable and tough on the outside, inwardly, the Four of Diamonds is a very restless person. Some of this restlessness applies to their romantic lives, so it is not surprising that some of them are challenged to settle down with one person. In addition, they have a karmic pattern that invariably creates one or more difficult marriages, usually ending in divorce. And all of this together, you have people who truly want a good relationship but must pass some tests to acquire it. The Four of Diamond people, male or female relationships, are work and more work. Sounds like fun. They are often deprived of the life of ease and luxury until later in their life. Problems always ensue if they look upon their relationships as a means of escape from the harshness of life. They have more than their share of charm and can usually get what they want in a romantic situation. They must be careful not to abuse this power. When they do, the payback is swift and painful, sometimes affecting their health. They must practice high integrity in relationships to avoid some very challenging karmic involvements. The working life. People who are fours are like Ford pickups, generally built tough and able to withstand a lot of punishment. It's not surprising then that many of them have difficult situations to contend with in their life. Roseanne Barr, formerly Roseanne Arnold, had such a life as she described in her autobiography. She's a Scorpio. Nothing ever comes to them without a lot of work, and many of them resent having to work so hard during their life. Even the things most would consider blessings will always have some strings attached in the case of the Four of Diamonds, which makes their life experience a little more embittered than the rest of us. Many fours, and the Four of Diamonds especially, have a strong struggle ethic. The key to their happiness is to recognize this aspect of themselves and to reevaluate it. Though they seem to attract tough situations, and these seem to be their lot in life, it is actually their inward belief about life that is the cause of these experiences. If it is a deep-seated belief of mine that I have to work hard for everything in my life, and few things will come easily to me, then I will tend to see the world in that way and attract those sort of experiences to me. This is exactly what happens to many Four of Diamonds people. They don't really like to get caught up in a life struggle and drudgery. Their adventurous side would much rather be traveling and having new adventures. So they have the motivation to put an end to this belief system that seems to sustain their hardships. It is not an easy task to unravel one's core beliefs and examine them for their validity, but it can be done. The happy Four of Diamonds person loves his or her work, but doesn't feel burdened by it. They have a keen sense of value and can benefit all they come into contact with. A practical approach to work, finances, and life that brings stability and protection. The happy Four of Diamonds makes room in their consciousness for good things to come easily to them. And they do. Then their work ethic becomes their crown instead of the cross they must bear. This is a good reading. Stability and values, the Four of Diamonds. And I think you can probably understand why it's really valuable to read this if you're starting to work with someone or you're getting into a relationship with someone, to know what they're going to have to overcome or what you're going to have to help them overcome. And again, what I've noticed is that people who've done a lot of personal work, therapy, spiritual work, personal development, a lot of the shadow side of the card will be lifted and they move into the positive side. And this is a great card. So I hope some of this landed for you. Remember to read down below if you want to learn about what your other cards are. You got karma cards, past life cards, and your planetary ruling card is below. Cheers.